Today, the country will be getting its next president. The counting of the votes will be electing to the new president will be taking place today at around 11 a.m. in Parliament. This time around, the contest is between the NDA-led candidate Droupadi Murmu and the opposition candidate Yashwant Sinha.
Well, Droupadi Murmu is seen to have a clear edge in the contest. Murmu, if elected, will be the first tribal woman to occupy the top constitutional post in the country. The incumbent president, Ramnath Kovind's tenure is ending on July 24th, and the new president will take oath on July 25th. The counting of votes, like we said, will begin from 11 a.m. onwards in the Parliament House. The results are expected to be in by around 4 p.m. Let's go across to our colleague Mohit Bhatt, who's joining us with more details on this. Mohit, very, very important day. Of course, as of now, it's a foregone conclusion that Droupadi Murmu will win with a massive vote in her favor, but the counting all set to begin in just a few hours from now.
Well, yes, the counting will begin at around 11 a.m. and we know for a fact that how the BJP-led NDA is completely sure that Droupadi Murmu would be the next president of the country, and that is why massive preparations have been done all throughout the country after the announcement of the result. We know for a fact that how in the native place of Droupadi Murmu in Odisha, 20,000 suites are being prepared, and in Delhi also we know for a fact that how the BJP Delhi unit has planned a massive roadshow from their state office towards Rajpath, which is in the vicinity of the parliament at around 6 p.m. in which BJP President J.P. Nadda and the other senior leaders of the party will take part. We also know for a fact that how after the various opposition parties came out and they gave out support to Droupadi Murmu, it seems that Droupadi Murmu is all set to win these elections and she will be the next president of the country. And specifically, given the fact that she comes from a tribal community, BJP has ensured that wherever the processions are being taken out regarding her win, the tribal dance, the tribal attire would be worn by the people who are there in the procession. Hence, massive preparations are being planned. BJP, as of now, is sure that Droupadi Murmu is all set to be the next president of the country. At around 11 a.m., the counting will start, and then in some time from now, we'll get to know that who exactly would be the next president of the country.
Absolutely, because the counting is set to begin from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m. onwards, and the results thereafter will be declared. Good morning to you, Mr. Rajagopalan, joining us this morning, and Dr. Sumansi Raman as well. Mr. Rajagopalan, interesting day as we are looking at the NDA choice of Droupadi Murmu, a tribal woman from Odisha, former Jharkhand governor. Do you see it as a calculated move to cause a split within the opposition? Because while the voting was happening, many of those opposition leaders also talked about cross-voting.
Amrita, whatever Mr. Modi does, Narendra Modi does, it is aimed at political, sagacity. Apart from that, now the clear-cut fight is between whether Murmu will get 65% or 70%. By 3 p.m. we know that. And moreover, Mr. Narendra Modi's choice of, the BJP's choice of Murmu has not only split the opposition, but merged the Eknath Shinde and Uddhav Thackeray within the warring factions of ADMK and Jharkhand Mukti Morcha. So these are all certain things which Narendra Modi had a foresightedness on getting Murmu madam. And second thing, today being a ED day, Sonia Gandhi goes to Enforcement Directorate. Narendra Modi has got a fame of ED that is called Eknath Shinde and Droupadi Murmu. So therefore today is a major day. From today to 25th of July, morning 11 o'clock, swearing in ceremony, the focus now will shift to 25th. So therefore, today at 3 p.m. is a foregone conclusion. Madam Droupadi Murmu will be elected as president. And what is the size of the vote pattern? And there are cross-votings within the Congress as well as within the opposition ranks. If you have shown, even in Odisha, most of the opposition leaders voted for Murmu. Jharkhand Mukti Morcha, can you believe? And second thing, as we say, before Murmu, after Murmu. Before Murmu, there were political heckles that done by Congress. Even they said he's only what Congress spokesman said, he's evil. These are all certain things they should have avoided. Second, before the Murmu was announced, Maharashtra gone. After Murmu's election, Jharkhand and Chhattisgarh will go. So this is the aim of Mr. Narendra Modi, to ensure that Congress Mukti Bharat ends with Murmu's choice.
Okay, all right. Mr. Sumansi Raman, for Droupadi Murmu, her ascent to where she is now is peppered with a lot of achievements, and her political career has been completely spick and span. But the same can't be said in the campaign to today. When the voting was going on as well within the opposition ranks, would you say that the opposition really walked into the trap that was set up for it by hurling the kind of insults that they did, showing the divide that there is within the opposition, whereas it could have been a smooth coming to where it is now?
Yeah. The opposition never really campaigned for Mr. Yashwant Sinha, and not that it would have made a difference had they campaigned, but at least they could have narrowed the margin. Mrs. Murmu is going to be elected as President of India in the next few hours, and there is no doubt. The question, as Mr. Rajagopalan said, is to see what is the extent of victory and what is the level of cross-voting. The one thing that I really disagree and feel sad that Mr. Rajagopal says is after Mrs. Murmu is elected, the next target is Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand. I don't know, how this is even democratic.
All right, Dr. Raman, just interrupting you, sir. I'm told that